What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone for the day after talk, and some comments we saw from Thiago Motta, or we heard from Thiago Motta. The player ratings, obviously, because there is some fairly um, healthy criticism, I think, right now, and he said some things post game that made people's eyebrows turn a little bit, especially the media's one. So that's what we're going to talk about. But before we do that, as always, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel as always. But especially smash the like button on this day. However, we didn't beat Napoli, so that means we didn't score a goal in Serie A for 3 games straight, 3-0 as well. We didn't concede, that was kind of the theme of the post game. People said, we look solid, even the media, the questions were, we look solid. However, and that's where Motta not snap but intervened and said, yeah, the final third needs to do, we need to be better, because like I said, I'm not panicking because I see the way we want to play, and even though it's not ideal in certain instances, because our defenders cannot play out from the back. I think Kalulu better than Bremer and Gatti. However, Locatelli drops in deep. We ask Cambiaso to do a lot, and he's fantastic at it. But we can play between the lines. We get out of it. We can, you know, string passes together and so on. However, when it comes to the final third, in my opinion, it's very predictable. It's Yildiz taking on players, it's playing it sideways, but there's not a guy who wants to make that final pass between the lines, somebody who wants to overlap consistently. Like, these type of things are missing, and it also is a bit too slow. But Thiago Motta was very quick to say, okay, this is not good. This needs to be better. We need to improve this and this, and much of this, that is the final third. It's very obvious to see. Like, we look solid. However, the final third is an issue right now, and I don't know what the solution is. He was asked about play Koopmeiners more central, and he said, like, it's not that easy. And he also said it's not about getting more bodies in the box, it's how you attack the box. I think that's where the issue relies lies, in my opinion. It's when Yildiz is taking on people. There are no overlaps. There's no run between. Like, against PSV, we did that very well. But, against teams who sit back, and that's what Motta said as well. Like, teams who sit back, we need to do much better. We need to find a better way to attacking them. And right now, we have no idea in terms of, we have no solution on how we need to attack these teams better, when they sit back. We have no answers for it. Like, we have nothing. So it's frustrating, but this is a situation right now. It's a problem. I don't think it's panic mode. I know we can see the comparisons, and I know the media will do, oh, if this is Allegri 3 games in a row, that was Allegri's third season. This is Motta's first season with a lot of players coming in. I was never expecting it to be smoothly, but we need to talk about when things are very clear that they need to improve, and one of them is playing football in the final third. That needs to improve. There's no debate about it. There's no ifs and buts. That needs to improve. That's not good enough. But the player ratings, Di Gregorio, I'll give him a 7. He didn't have much to do, but that one save he needed to make before half, the McTominay shot, I get it, but especially that one save that would or would have not gone in straight from, was it Politano, was a good save. But other than that, 5 games for Di Gregorio, and I still have no clue how good he is, because we do not concede a lot of chances right now. That's it. So I cannot really say, hey, he's amazing, he's fantastic. It's just, yeah, good game, 7. Savona, I know a lot of people are talking. I'll give him a 6.5. I don't know what you need to know what Savona is. He's a defensive fullback. That's it. And defensively, besides the first 15 minutes, in my opinion, where it was a bit shaky and he wasn't really sure what to do with Kvara, I thought he was good. I thought he was rock solid. So I gave him a 6.5. Again, I know what type of player he will be, so I'm gonna judge him on that. On his good sides, and he did well. So I'll give him a 6.5. I thought Kalulu, 6.5, 7. I thought he was good again. He might suit that ball playing center back role better than Gatti, because defensively it looked like Gatti in terms of, like, it's not that you miss Gatti, and on the ball he's a much better player. So maybe that's an idea for Allegri, for Motta, but I don't think he's gonna bench Gatti right now after he gave him the armband. So, but Kalulu, I thought he was good. So 6.5. Bremer, 7.5. I mean, I said in my preview, he's probably gonna feast on Lukaku, because that's how how they play, and it's like us with Vlahovic up top in these type of games. It's pointless, and when you play against a very good defender like Bremer, it's peanuts. Like it's peanuts. He did that fantastic. And yeah, I mean that's a walk in the park type of game for Bremer. You can write that down before actually kick off. So 7.5. I thought he was brilliant, man. I thought he was brilliant. Cambiasso, I'm gonna give him an 8. I know he didn't score, he didn't give an assist, but man, that player is ridiculous. He's ridiculous because he is a left back, or was a left back, who was playing number 8, number 10, winger. He was everywhere. The runs he makes, the passes he makes, the energy he makes, defensively, he's always on point, lately. I mean, he's brilliant, and I can see people panicking that he will go Real Madrid, he will go Man City. Just enjoy him. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. However, he's a fantastic player. When he came in, I was like, okay, he needs to improve, but I was not expecting this from last season. When he first came in, I was like, okay, that's a player that needs to improve a lot, and he improved on an insane pace, in my opinion. He is fantastic. Like he's absolutely brilliant. So, what did I say? 8. I'll give him an 8. I thought he was brilliant. That midfield, Locatelli. Again, I give him a 7. I thought he had a very good game. I know he had 111 touches. Not that difficult because it was all there where we were playing with those touches. However, I thought he had a brilliant game again. He's playing well. He's consistently good defensively on the ball. He can direct players in terms of like you need to be here, here, and here. But he's playing extremely deep right now because of obvious needs I don't really want to talk about right now. It is what it is, but I thought he's playing well, and even Motta said post game that his engagement in training, like his energy, his vibe, like his commitment is perfect, and that's why he's playing like this, and teammates are enjoying him. Court Miners, 6. I mean, like he got asked, play him closer to goal, and Motta was like, it's not that easy. He was a lot on the left hand side in the first half, but that's how we play. We interchange, get Yildiz inside. But when I watch Court Miners, like his technical ability, I'm like, he needs to play closer to goal. He needs to play behind that striker. We need to find a way to get him in those positions because that's where he is at best. I know people talk about the chance he missed. It was on his right foot. It wasn't easy. It's on his weaker foot. I think he should have gotten on target, but that's not a given. It's not a tap-in like I saw many suggest. However, he needs to play closer to goal. He needs to get into the box more. He needs to play closer to whoever is playing up top. And I think it's still searching. We're still searching on how we need to get him in those positions. So 6 for me. McKennie, I'm going to give him a 6. Like, I don't think anyone had a really poor game. It was just we don't have the know-how right now to break those teams down. It's not that I looked at a player and like, oh, that was shocking. But McKennie in these type of games, like Motta said, he understands the spaces. He can make runs in the box. I get it. I 100% get it. And I said it. However, that was not that type of game. It was not that type of game. And Motta added that I don't have a book where I'm like, oh, I need to make these subs at the minute 60, 70. I need to feel that game. I'm not sure he felt that game in one period. I was like, we need somebody who has more flair or somebody who's want to play that pass more so than actually McKennie who wants to keep it safe. And I'm not saying he had a horrible game, McKennie. Maybe in that first half, there was a period where it was a bit shaky when building up. But man, Douglas Luiz on the bench for 90 minutes, Fagioli on the bench. Like it will be a topic why Douglas Luiz is on the bench for 90 minutes. It will be a topic at big time, and there will be leaks soon. I'm not saying that if he's not ready and Malta's looking at him in training like, I don't care if I paid 50 mil for you and I wanted you here. If you're not up to speed and I cannot trust you, then I'm fine with him not playing. But it is becoming strange right now. It's becoming a bit strange. I'm not going to lie. So that's that. Gonzalez, I thought he was better in the first half. The second half, a bit anonymous, to be honest. We didn't really play it on his side at all, so I'm gonna give him 5.5, 6. I mean, it was like he wasn't really involved. More so in the first half and the second half, not really. So that's my score. Yildiz, yeah, man. He tried. At one point, I was like, you need to take him off because he looks really knackered here. He didn't take him off. But yeah, I mean, he got past players a couple of times, but we were asking a lot from Yildiz today to break down, 2, 3 players at times, and at times it did work. But then again, the final ball or whatever, the decision making, the automatism wasn't really there. So I don't think he had a poor game, but it was obviously not a top game. We need to be honest with that as well. So 5-ish and a half, 6. Vlahovic, nah, 5.5. I felt for him. I don't feel for the pass he made, to the Napoli player. I think McTominay got that shot off. I'm not even sure what he saw there. But other than that, there was nothing. You could have had anyone up there. We couldn't move that ball to the strikers up top, and we were struggling to do that in the first half. It's a big decision to take him off, especially for Weah, because I don't think we changed anything with Weah. You brought on a different profile, but the approach was the same, so I'm not really sure what the idea was there. So going to Weah, I'm going to give him a 6. I think he was more involved than Vlahovic, but I'm not sure if that was the best of ideas, to be honest. I rather preferred them Nico as a 9 and Weah on the wing to try something else, because somebody needed to overlap for Savona, in my opinion. We didn't do that. So, yeah, that's that. For the subs, I even forgot who we made for the sub. I'm not going to lie. Who did we bring on? I'm completely blanking out. Thuram. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what Thuram was needed for in that game. That's just me. I was looking for something completely different in this game, and we didn't do that. So I'm looking at Thuram. I'm like, I was not expecting much from you in this type of game coming up from the bench. I was looking for somebody who has more of a, I don't know, something in his mind where it's like, I'm going to do something different than the others are doing. Maybe like a Fagioli or Douglas Luiz. And that's me personally. So it's not a knock on Thuram, but I was not expecting, when he came on, I was like, yeah, I'm not really expecting much from you in this type of game. The way this game is going, I'm not so sure about it. But that's that. We need to deal with it. We need to improve. And that's all we can say right now. So let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Not panicking, but we need to talk about the problems. And I will see you guys later tonight. Ciao.